All right, so I took a few notes here. Just a couple things. Hi, everybody. And if you want to talk about cookies, please don't. Now I'm hungry. Now I'm hungry because we're talking about cookies.
Cookies.
Oh, man. And
Guys, so not fair. Tammy and I are doing the 3-day refresh. Jamie's on the ultimate
Yes.
reset.
I was proud of myself, though. I just went and made cookies with my niece and nephew, and like, I wanted to eat one so bad. I made like the perfect Santa, and I wanted to eat it really bad, and I did it.
I made candy canes, like shapes of a candy cane, and then there was these like candy cane sprinkle that you put on that tastes like candy canes, the sprinkle ones. It was freaking delicious, and I don't care.
You know what? I'm glad you enjoy for us then.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's only one off, so.
Rock on, guys.
All right. So, hi, Janelle. All right, everybody. Janelle is a new team member. Is this your first team call with us? Yes, I saw you on Sarah and Melanie's last night. But so welcome to the call. All right. So first things first. So I don't know. Some of you may have known this, and some of you this may be the first time you're hearing. But January 9th, they will no longer be discounting challenge packs to the 140 price point. So
What?
yeah, so what that means is the on-demand challenge pack will still be 140. So that's good. There's a lot of programs on there already, T25, everything else. Also, Tony Horton's 22-minute hardcore will, but 21-day fix, all those other ones, they will never be at the 140 price point again. So good news and bad news on that. Good news is...
What do you mean by again?
They're never going to go down to 140 again, the challenge pack for those.
For like ever in the eternity of...
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, but the thing is, the on-demand is 140, and most of the programs are on there, except for a few, which you can unlock for a portion of the price. I think that they're going to be announcing something at the end of the month that, I just don't know what it is yet. But the good news in that is all the people, that you talk to already who are interested in any of those programs that are on sale for 140 this month. So we have both of the fixes and Country Heat and then Core de Force. I would reach out to them and just let them know, hey, this is the last time that's going to be this price.
What's the date again, please?
January 9th. It's going to be until January 9th. So they're going to want to jump on that. And even in the first couple weeks of January, you'll want to have, it's a good tool for you. After that, it sucks, but it doesn't. I feel like they're going to be releasing some information about on-demand that we just don't know yet. But I will tell you guys one thing. So my first year in the business, I was in for a whole year, and at the time, Shakeology cost $119, okay? And we thought that was, everyone had the price objection, $119 is so expensive, blah, 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 blah. Then they tell us they're going to have to raise the price because at that time, the cost of oil was just skyrocketing into everybody was raising prices, but we had to raise it to $129. And all of us thought it was the end of the world. Nobody's going to buy another bag of Shakeology or anything else. And I'll tell you, people still bought Shakeology. You know what I mean? I think it's because we already know in our minds that it was this. But for all the new people that come in, they won't even know that they ever had them on discount or anything like that. But I do feel that it's still a good value in the on-demand challenge pack, if you ask me. Especially, I feel like they're going to keep releasing more and more programs on there. So that's probably part of their thinking. Also, Carl said something about I think what they want us not to do is when a certain program's on sale for 140, people are pushing that program, whether or not the person purchasing the program is good for that program or not. So I don't know. That was part of his thought process, but we'll see what they announce at the end of the month about on-demand and everything. But for you now, use it to your benefit. Talk to anybody who's ever been interested in those programs. Maybe even make a post. I remember when Shakeology, when the price was raising, I made a post that was like, this is the last time you're going to be able to get Shakeology at $119. You might want to get it now. And I remember a lot of people jumped on that. So especially after the holiday, the 26th of the month, I'd be pulling that one out until the 9th. Does anyone have any questions about that? No. Okay. But definitely for the 21-day fix, you'll never see that at that price again. So definitely jump on that for people who are interested. Oh my God, guys. Layla just walked over to me and like shoved her face down and like all cute and stuff, and I can't stand it. All right. So the second thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is Super Saturday, which is January 7th, I believe. Is that the Saturday? Let me check here. And there is a Super Saturday near you. I will be at the one, yes, January 7th. I will be at the one in Pittsburgh, but there is a Super Saturday near all of you guys. And you can find out where the Super Saturday is in the back office under the events tab, and then just find the one closest to you. I recommend going. You guys totally go. It's a good experience. You get to be caught up on everything that's going on within the company. Usually they do a live workout wherever you are. Orlando, there's one in Orlando, just so you know. My friend Paul is probably running it. If you want, I can hook it up. So if you wanted to attend that, we will want to be at that. I have a feeling a lot's coming. A lot of changes are coming within the company, and I feel like you're going to want to be listening in on that video and be at a Super Saturday. Not to mention, the New Year's Super Saturday is one of the good ones. It really starts the year off with a bang, you know, and all that good stuff. So if you need to help finding one near you, let me know, and I will help you. But do get yourself to one, okay? We have 4 meetings per year, 4. You should be able to get to those, okay? And we know the dates far, far, far in advance. So it's one of those things that it's kind of like a non-negotiable. If you want to grow your business, if you want to grow in the business, you got to show up at Super Saturdays. Hi, Allison.
Hi.
I love all you guys that are on here tonight. Can I just sidetrack Jamie Brain right now? So many people are saying to me, oh, my team's so checked out, my team this, my team that. And I'm like, mine are all showing up to the calls, posting, checking in their challenge groups. And I'm just like, that's freaking awesome. So high five to you all, because really, December is a month where coaches typically check out. They don't show up to calls. Even Melanie, we had a Rising Star call the other day where normally I think she said like 60 or 70 people were on, and there were like 25 or something like that. So, and those are diamond and above coaches. So definitely awesome. Like, awesome. And I'm proud, but for you guys too, because this is your business, okay? This isn't my business. I have one, but you all have your own too. And showing up means that you're taking charge of your business, you're acting like a CEO, and you're doing what it takes to move forward in your business. So just be proud of yourselves for that. And I'll brag about you as well. Anyways, sidetracking. Okay, so Super Saturday. Does anyone have any questions about Super Saturday? Die. No? Okay.
Guys,
Well,
there is still nothing in Massachusetts.
really?
Yeah, I just logged into the back office. There's a Providence, Rhode Island. There's a Portland, Maine, and there is an Albany, New York. That's the only thing in our little.
You know what?
Where in Rhode Island?
I don't know. It says, well, the little bullet thing is right near Providence. Smithfield, technically Smithfield.
Smithfield. Oh, so that's like on the Mass border.
It's kind of, but not like off of the highway.
Oh, yeah.
I will tell you guys, the Boston Super Saturday, they don't put it up on that back office, so I'll find out and I'll post it in the group. They never share for some reason they don't put it up back there, I think because it sells out for them and they like to keep it within their team, but I will make sure that you guys see what's up there. I wonder if the girl from Watertown's going to do it too.
Nothing in my area yet either. I've been looking around, but closest is like Toronto, and that's like 4 hours away. So
Yikes.
You know what, Angie? I think you need to create one. I think you need to run one.
I saw that there's some coaches in Strathroy, and I'm kind of wondering why it's never happened.
Maybe can you reach out to them? Did you?
I could definitely give it a shot.
Allison, are you supposed to be wearing a hat? No, but you can go grab one if you want to.
I think we should all wear a hat. That would be a great.
I think you know what? I'm working on
that'd be a great screenshot, Jamie.
Working on the Be Strong beanies for you guys. I don't know how to like find a company that can make them for us. Oh, Sandy, let's chat about that after, okay?
Yeah, I definitely have connections.
Okay, cool. Because I'm all about that. All right, so that's Super Saturday. All right, health bet, guys. We're gonna start talking about the health bet. I don't know if you guys got to catch the Dream Team call last night, but it was all about the health bet. It's January 9th, February 5th. It's just like last time. There's 4 weeks during that time where you have to log 5 Shakeologies with a photo, 3 workouts per week, and you get a piece of the pot. The pot's going to be a lot bigger this time. It's a minimum of $2 million up to $3 million. So depending on our sales, we'll see. And so I want you guys to either get in a group or start advertising for your health bet group. Last night I went through, I made an event. I invited people to my event. I also made a post about it, and I ran an ad with it on my Facebook page. I wrote a blog post about it, and I shared that. And I also posted something about it on my page, my personal page this morning. And so one of the questions when I wrote earlier about this call from Tammy was, what do you post in an event? Is that what you mean? Like an event for, as if you're advertising like a new group or something like that? Yes. Okay. So I was chatting with Daria today, and so here's some of the things you can post in there. So, well, for example, I went live on my page talking about the Health Bet Challenge. I shared that into the event page. Some other things, you can go live in there just explaining what a challenge group is. Going live in groups is awesome. You can also start to share transformation photos of people who have seen transformations from different programs and stuff like that. Share recipes or, Shakeology recipes. Maybe you can go live in there and talk about, what comes in a challenge pack and the value that offers you. The success of people in groups versus people doing it on their own, especially within New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. Whatever you can do to pop in there and get it active, the more interaction you're going to have, because every time you pop in, and people are going to get that notification that you're in there or that you posted something or going live or something like that. So tonight I'm actually going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to show you guys how to make an event. And I'm also going to show you how to make a nice little visual to go with it. So, and then we're also going to have Di talk a little bit about some success that she's had. And yeah, so I'll go into that in a minute. Yes, okay. So start advertising for your Beachbody Health Bet groups. Guys, team up if you have to. You can team up with me. You can join me if you like, but I would like you to start to learn how to run your own on the app and everything. So if you need me to help you set it up and walk you through that, I can do that. But yeah, let's get rolling on the health bet. I will tell you, the first 2 weeks were really quiet for me with people interacting with me and commenting my posts. I had a lot of people kind of flip that switch today, where I got a lot of messages all of a sudden today on the same day. And I looked at my thing and I'm like, oh, it's the second week into the month. They're already feeling it. They're starting to feel that pressure of just Thanksgiving and the holidays wearing down on them and just feeling kind of like crap. I went over to bake cookies with my family, my sister, the same thing. I'm feeling it, Jamie. I'm going to go hardcore when January comes. I'm like, it's so random. Like, what about today? She's like, I don't know. It's just been 2 weeks in December. And so just keep up your posting. Just know that people are watching you, even though they're not commenting. They are totally watching you. All right. Di, do you want to go first, and then I'll just follow it up with like how to set up an event after you chat.
I can't share my screen with you. I looked that up.
You can or you can't?
I'm looking. How you said that I would be able to share?
Check the bottom. Does it say share screen at the bottom?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it does say there. Gotcha. I just wanted to make sure that I could.
All right, guys, I'm going to mute all of you except for Di, just so you can.
Hang on one second. Let me figure out where. So what do you want me to share, like the privacy?
Yeah, share. We'll first talk about what you were talking about, how that post that you made yesterday and the response you got.
Oh, yeah. So I don't have to share my screen yet, but when I can show you the other Facebook thing I was talking about?
Yeah, that's just,
okay.
Just click share screen.
All right, yeah. So do you want me to go now?
Sure.
Okay. So I just put out a post yesterday, and I think it's important. talking about like people are out there, they might not be responding and stuff like that. And, you know, I just kind of put out a post there on my own personal page, which, you know, was pretty real and, you know, pretty just kind of about feeling determined and kind of just stuff that was going on for me in my own transformation and that type of thing. And it really, I just kind of was reaching out to people, I think, in general. And, you know, I titled it, you know, make excuses or make change. Either way, it's you choose and that type of thing. And it wasn't about Facebook. It wasn't about Beachbody. It wasn't about Shakeology. It wasn't about Quarter Force. It wasn't about anything. It was just about like, you know, if I can reach out or help one other person make a change in their own health and wellness journey, you know, that feel like I'd made a difference. And, you know, ask people to like join me on the journey, ask me for recipes, ask me for workout programs, fitness tips, you know, follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you know, anything, you know, and just if you're looking for support, inspiration, motivation, those types of things, you know, and it was a picture of me, you know, and working out and a little bit of the transformation. But what it really did is it promoted, you know, start a lot of conversations. You know, there were probably about 4 or 5 people who just instantly messaged me, you know, and if I go through and take a quick peek at them, it's like, you know, just things like, oh, hey, Di, I don't know if you remember me from like school, but I wanted to tell you, I think what you're doing is completely amazing. I'm impressed by you. I totally need motivation. And, you know, so I got a couple of these messages and we didn't talk about Shakeology. We didn't talk about Beachbody. We didn't talk about any of that stuff. And so I just engaged in about those 5, you know, conversations with people. And I was saying to Jamie before too, like I'm even a friend from high school, like I'm helping her quit smoking, you know what I mean? And I certainly have no training in helping someone quit smoking, but it's just about making change in their life and being a, you know, a life coach in the sense and advocating for them and helping them and motivating them and checking in with them because, you know, changing a habit in any way, shape or form, they cross over, you know, one and the same or they're very similar. So that was just something, because I was saying to Jamie, I'm trying to really find my niche and really find kind of my crowd. And I know that I've been struggling with the post to kind of be like, okay, is this a good one? I'm thinking it's awesome. And then I'm like, yeah, that sucked, you know, and there's so many things I think about Facebook and social media. And I think that's why we're talking about, or Jamie, I'm going to share with you all my screen to talk about different areas in Facebook where you may not know that you have your security settings set up to actually be public. So is there anything else you want me to talk about?
No, I just
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, do you want me to talk about like the friend request thing that I was talking to you about earlier?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So the other thing that I was saying to Jamie was that, so just kind of randomly it happened, you know, how like part of our own personal development is, you know, gathering or friend requesting or connecting with 3 or 5 new people a day and engaging in new conversations. And I was saying since the election, because I engaged in a lot of like Pantsuit Nation, hashtag Pantsuit Nation, like comments and stuff on social media and Facebook, all of a sudden people started friend requesting me and, you know, and looking for connections and looking for like-minded people in the sense of like what they personally felt about certain things. And before I knew it, I had gained probably within a week's time over 1,000 new Facebook friends. I was super, super mindful about who I accepted as friend requests because you know, I needed to look and see who they are and what their background was and what they were posting and what they were all about. You know, and it didn't matter if it's like, you have 450 friends, you know, like friends. I was like, that's great, but, you know, I don't know who you are. So, you know, I went through everyone. There's a lot of people to go through, but it was me trying to find my niche of people who I can connect with. And, you know, and yeah, it fell on the political realm and the political stage. And there are definitely people who I accepted a request and I was like, yeah, you got to go. That's cool. But, you know, so I figured that out. You know, a nice way to all of a sudden instantly be connected to a lot of different people because I know I always felt kind of awkward. I'm like, oh, I kind of have 3 friends that are the same. All right, let me just go ahead and give it a try. And so that felt a little bit weird, but this was like, and everyone who's been in this like pantsuit nation type of thing has been doing a lot of interactive posts and really looking to connect, with people in many different realms, which I thought was really kind of cool. And so that was just something that kind of happened. And even today, it's like every day I keep checking my inbox and it's like, you have 10 new friend requests. And it's like, you have 300 and 400 friends in common. And I'm like, oh, geez, So I've gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, right. I need to, slow it down a little bit. But then on the other hand, those are the people who are liking my posts. Those are the people I'm engaging in new conversations with. Those are the people in frickin' Kentucky, which I've never even been to. And we're talking about things. And it's not conversations always about Beachbody. It's about conversations about life and being kind and whatever. And so I thought that was kind of cool. I wanted to share that with everybody.
Yeah, and you know what, Di? Those are also the people that you're not as scared to start conversations with because you don't know them.
Yeah.
If they give you an asshole answer, all you have to do is delete them.
Pretty much, yeah, right, exactly. But I always felt hesitant because it was like, I remember talking to Melanie and she was like, okay, so like, you gotta like find somebody you have at least 10 people in common with and then like, request them. And I'm like, oh, geez, like, I don't really know who that person is. And that's like someone's mother or that's somebody's like whatever. And I was like, nah, And so this has just been like a kind of a nice connection. And I've interacted with a lot of really, really nice people. I've gotten rid of some, we know that, but I've interacted with a lot of really nice people and engaged in really nice, positive conversations. And, so that was kind of a plus, just thinking about growing your business and networking and not about Beachbody, but just about networking, general human kindness and, and those types of things.
Exactly. Like when you go and start a conversation, like don't go in there with the expectation of a challenge pack.
Yeah, no, nothing like that.
And, I will say that on this team, Janelle, Angie, Nisa, and SJ wouldn't be here if I didn't start random conversations. So, you know what I mean?
Right. Oh, yeah. And they're hard conversations to have, which is, and then somebody just kind of randomly reached out to me and they're like, it was like, so I, here it is. It's like weird to be writing you, I know, but do you know so-and-so? Like she told me to reach out to you. You know what I mean? So just like totally random conversations. And I'm like, yeah, we went to high school. You know what I mean? So it's just started engaging a lot of new different conversations. This person I'm looking at, like, yeah, you totally would be psyched to be in one of these challenge groups, but I'm not mentioning anything, but I'll check back in with her. Like, hey, how's it going? Da, da, da. Like, what's up? What's new? So.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Build a relationship. And then if they want to join you or bring that up in conversation, or maybe one day you feel comfortable to ask them, after you build that relationship, then that's what you do. And right. I can tell, when you start getting those conversations and people directing people to you, that's the beginning of momentum. So.
Yeah, sure. Do you want me to share my screen and show the Facebook privacy things?
Yes.
Right now?
Yes.
I've never really done this before.
All right, guys. So she was talking to me earlier and she was saying she found out some things like on your Facebook privacy, like you won't even know that it's, wouldn't even know to check it. And I'm like, well, I don't know what you're talking about either. So show me too.
Can you see my screen?
Yep. I see you. I see that post you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. That's me. Okay. So I gotta like move this over a little bit. So when you're in your home page on Facebook, can you guys all see the privacy shortcuts and the arrow up here?
Yep.
And so when you click on a lot of those, you can always go to settings. And I think that's a good place for people to start. And I know that some people are not comfortable with being public and whatnot and having all sorts of people contact you. And I think that's, it's going to be individual for every single person. I'm not posting anything that I think is controversial or worrisome or anything like that. So if you are in this particular area and you can go to privacy, you have the ability to look at like who can see my stuff. And I think that that's important to note, who can contact me and then who can look me up. And where I really, when I'm looking at who can see my stuff, I have everything as public. You're able to edit everything. And I think that's good for people to know, just in regards to, who can look you up, who can do everything. Mine is like who can send me friend requests. I have everybody. And I certainly deny a crap ton of people, and I'm totally cool with that. But that's just the way that I roll. So, but at least, as far as my own posting and stuff, I have to review everything before I accept it, so that there's, people can't post random shit on my timeline because I am a teacher, and so that's not cool. And same thing with like tagging me and stuff like that. But who can look me up? I just leave it as everyone. Who can look me up, using a phone number. I have no problem with things, or outside search engines. You have the ability to kind of go through each of this. And I just wanted you to know, like, timeline tagging, and that whole, privacy setting. I don't know a lot about it. I just know that I was saying to Jamie the other day, one of my new friends who came, up, and I was like, wow, he has 165 followers. Like, how do I get people to follow me? Like, what is this? Like following someone, and then I was like, I have like, 2,700 friends. Like, I got 2 followers. Like, what's up with this? And so I was just looking at how to, open up certain things so that people could follow me, and, so you can market the business and that aspect of it a little bit more. All of my posts aren't always about Beachbody. It's about my relationships and my dogs and my family and stuff like that. But that's also what makes you real, because you can be human, and it's not always like, here I am with my drink and here I am with my shake, and people don't want to see that shit. But people want to see like, oh, here's my nice cute little mug of like me, doing stuff. So, whatever, drinking a freaking cup of tea with a dog in my face. I don't know. So that's pretty much that as far as the privacy, settings. And you can learn more. There's more about settings. There's more about privacy basics. There's more about notifications. So my recommendation is, if you're totally looking to use this as a venue for you to connect with people, I think it's a good thing. The other thing, I can't remember what I was doing or where I was.
Is it public posts?
Posting is public.
I mean, on the left-hand side, if you go down in the second column. Yeah. What's that?
Yeah. Here was the other thing. Yep. So, who can follow me? Again, I'm at public. Yeah, that was the one. That was the other one I was talking about. Who can comment? Public. Get notification. So everything is there. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is linking your profile to Twitter if you have a Twitter account. I don't necessarily link my profile to Twitter, but I link my like page to Twitter, because my like page is more business oriented, and I'm going to be posting articles or recipes or other really cool things to share. People don't need to see on my Twitter account, like, again, me with my dog in my face. That's not for share. But that was another cool thing, because in Twitter right here, you can edit what part is in there. And so I just linked my my like page, and then that was easier to do. So I think that's all that I wanted to share. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Do you guys have questions?
Nope.
So I didn't know if like people played around with that stuff before, or if people were interested in it, because I know some people like to keep their stuff private. Like I said, I do manage and monitor like who can post on my timeline. I do need to accept it and tag it or whatever if I want to, but otherwise, what I put out there in the world, who cares?
Well, I went to after I talked to you, I went to that public posts one, and I realized that, because I had never gone into that one, I've gone into my settings, but not public posts, and that it said friends of friends, but it didn't say public.
I think that's the friends of friends one. I think that's actually the standard.
Yeah, I had never gone in there before, so.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to tell people, like, if you're looking to reach out to, a broader population, then you've got to manage those settings.
Yeah. All right. Well, I want to show you guys how to set up a Facebook event, but first I want to show you Canva for a minute, okay? Because if you want to spice up your events and I don't know, it's finding when you make an event, there's like a certain banner size and this and that, and you have to do it a million times. It can be really frustrating, but I really like Canva because it has those layouts already there for you. So I'm gonna pull it up first, and then let's see. And then we're gonna go into how to actually make your Facebook event. But all right, let me share my screen. Okay. So sorry, my screen's very full right now. Okay. Can everyone see this? Yes.
Yes.
All right. So this is canva.com, and I do actually, I think I pay $9 a month for this, but I want to show you it's pretty freaking awesome. I don't know if you guys got to check out the thing I made the other day. It's basically like an ebook. I did that in Canva. You know, you can there's all sorts of designs you can do. Obviously it's really slow right now. So when I'm about to make a Facebook anything, I'll come here because if you can see up at the top, it's Facebook ad. It already has the size laid out for you, right? They have it square. If you're for your blog, if you want to make a blog, everything's the perfect size it's supposed to be. You know, if you want to write an ebook, that's how I made that one over there that I posted in the group. Twitter posts, you know, all because different social media platforms have different dimensions for the way that your pictures are supposed to be. So they have an Instagram one, Tumblr, if anyone uses Tumblr. But so this is what I do there. And they give you, you know, look, YouTube channel art, you have the YouTube thumbnail, and they give you a lot of stuff that you can go on. So before I made my event for the Health Bet Challenge, I clicked on this Facebook ad thing. And so it brings it up, and it's already that perfect size for us. And then you can use your own, say you have your own, I have my own headshots, but if you didn't have one, you could use one of theirs, you know, or sometimes I'll get stock photos at 123rf.com. You can get stock photos at, and so like I'll just go to 123rf and I'll look up like fitness girl, and then I'll get that photo. Actually, I'll show you guys that one. So if I'm making an ad here, I'm gonna upload my own image. 123rf. See, I got this. This is my favorite fitness girl, and then you can just drag it over. And this is already going to be the proper size for the Facebook event banner. And then what you can do from there, guys, is there's a lot of different on there. You know, there's all cool things you can do, but at least now you know. So let me see. Hope that. Does anyone else use Canva? I really like this one just because it already has all these things for us, and it was so easy. And you know what? You can upload any logos you have on there, make it look really cool, so that you can, you know, just have something different when you're advertising for a challenge. You can just, you know, make something different, a little more professional looking, and if you want to go that route. But look, that's going to fit perfectly into my Facebook event. So you know what? I'm going to download this. See what the chat says. Canva is great. Yes, it is. Hey, Tammy, if you want to jump in and tell me anything, you know, that might be useful for them. All right. So I'm going to move over. I'm going to show you guys how to make a Facebook event. So, for example, for your Health Bet Challenge, you can make a Facebook event. As you'll see here, I'll have a lot of messages up because I messaged 20 people today, and now they're getting back to me. So does everyone, let me see. I wish I could see your faces. You guys know how to create Facebook events?
Yeah.
Does everybody know? Oh. Does anyone have any questions about this then? Did you make one yet for your Health Bet Challenge? Okay, so there's my question for you. Why not?
I made one for my most recent challenge group, and then I'm going to make one once we start. The new challenge starts tomorrow, so try not to overload events. But
Okay, so once you make your event, guys, if you know how to make one, get out and make one tomorrow, tonight, if not already, and get that out there for the health bet. And then once it's live, keep posting in it. So I made mine last night. Tonight, when I get off the call with you, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to post about the health bet. Maybe I'll go live about something. I'm going to go and in a couple of days, I'm going to share transformation photos. I'm just going to keep keeping it live and active in there and just sharing new things in there. Definitely want people to know what a challenge group's all about. I want them to, maybe any bits of information that you think will be useful for people to go and check out and see what you're all about and what your challenge groups are all about. That's what you should be posting in there until the day of the event. So right now I want to open it up to you guys to see what questions you have about anything upcoming, any concerns you have, any woohoos that you want to share. Nothing?
I was just wondering, how do you get people to woohoo about getting invited into, say, your event for a challenge group?
Well, that's pretty difficult. I don't know. Honestly, all I can say is you just have to be consistent. You have to be consistent with your posting. You have to be consistent with your own workouts and your own Shakeology and sharing that purely and not only sharing that, but also just sharing like what Di did yesterday. And just, letting people see who you are and then making sure to invite them. Now, one thing I like to do is, does everybody know how to make a list on Facebook? Do you know how to add people to a list?
So you say that your drinking is insane.
All right, so I'm just going to show you really quickly, okay? So if you go on Facebook, here. Say I go to my friends, say I'm talking to somebody, I messaged 20 new people today, right? I'm going to go to this Sandy Prosnitz lady over here. And so I was talking to her, and I know that she's, kind of mentioned to me yeah, well, I should get a coach, but it's too expensive or something like that, right? I'm going to take Tammy, and I'm going to go to this little button right here, and I'm going to go down to where it says add to another list. And I'm going to click that. And now if you can see, I have a bunch of lists here already, and I have one that says, well, douchebags, awesome, coaching prospects, lesbian, military, New Zealand, nutrition, people to know, performance line, prospects, UK, all things that if I'm doing a post about the performance line, I don't even know where that one came from. That's why I'm laughing. If I'm going to do a post about the performance line, I'm going to click on this, and if I only want those people to see it, it can go there. Or if I create an event, it's easier to invite people to, because if I go to my events, worry, Sandy, I didn't add you to the douchebag. So if I go to my event, it's, let's see, hosting. It's easier to invite people if you have people in lists, and then instead of going through, I used to go through and invite everyone. I'd go through my list. I have 5,000 friends. You know how annoying that was? Now I can just go to this list, and I could click on one of these lists and, people to know. That's weird. And then, select all and have them invited. I'm going to invite this lady anyway. So that's how you make lists, and that's going to be easier for you guys when it comes to sharing and inviting. And maybe if you want to post something and have only certain people see, that's how you get them onto a list. So maybe you want to post about Shakeout. Maybe you've got these not stupid, but lots of I don't remember the word right now. This is awesome. No's. What's the word? Other than no, whatever. So people are telling you, no, it's too expensive. And you want to write a post about how you can afford Shakeology and how it's not actually expensive. So you write your little post up, and maybe I made a blog post on how I afforded Shakeology and how in the end I actually ended up making $200, and that was before even becoming a coach on it. And I want those people to see it, those people that gave me that excuse. So I'll go on my Shakeology no list and then make it so only they see that post. So you don't feel annoying to everyone else, right? Maybe the people who are just, you know, your mom, your sister, your brother's husband's wife's sister. I don't know. You know what I mean? So that's how you can do that with the list there. And is that cool? Did you understand that? Would you be able to find that again? No, we got you on here twice, girl.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my tablet to actually work, and I can't hear crap, so I'm trying to read lips.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I'm trying to get out of the tablet, which won't work for some reason.
Can you put people on multiple lists then?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So you could be in the douchebag list and the prospect list all at the same time. Sorry.
And you're just using this to invite them to events?
Or if I have a post where I'm posting about like a coach opportunity call that I don't want to blast out to everyone because maybe I already talked about it 15 times, but I want certain people to see it, I'll choose. So you can make a post on Facebook and then say you can set the audience. So say you want certain posts not to go public, but you just want a certain audience to see it, you can then choose from your list which audience is going to see.
So what step do you do first when you're wanting, you know, you got your post drafted in your head? Are you creating your list first or your post first? And then
I'm creating my list as I go. So as I start my 20 new conversations a day, I'll go through and add them to some type of list.
No. When you're creating the real time, like when you're creating, you have a post in your head, you're ready for it. But what are you doing first? Are you going to your list first and then going from that and posting? Or are you when you have your post written, do you access the list?
Oh,
so that's a really useful, because a lot of us are like, just not wanting to share this with.
Okay, let me show you something. You see?
Avoided trouble with the law, he could still face discipline from the NFL.
What's happening there?
Already decided not to press charge.
Okay, so when you go to blah 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 blah, then right here where it says public,
yeah,
you click there and you could go to more.
Oh, more options.
And then it's custom.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, hold on.
Now.
Okay, there is a way to find it here. Oh, see my list come up. So
Yeah, they're there.
Post.
And so you just pick, one of them or something like that.
So
but just when you do switch it on a post, make sure that the next time you post, it's to it's to the accurate place, because it will get stuck.
Okay.
Absolute shocker. Just 2 weeks ago, the Vikings were undefeated and entered Monday night's match.
Vikings.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. All right, I want to take a photo with you all because there's a lot of us on here representing, and I want to brag. So, y'all want to do something silly? That's fine.
No, I have a hat.
Stick your finger up your nose.
I was going to say that, but I didn't want you guys to. I really wanted to. Okay, if you're willing, guys, I want to tell a story, and it involves us all in the photo like this. I feel like Tammy doesn't want to do it. I mean, not Tammy, Sandy won't do it. But, all right, for those of you who will, this is what we're doing here.
I'll do it.
Stick your finger up your nose like you're picking it.
Oh, that was that weird story. That was that thing.
Okay.
That was a Tony Robbins shit, where she had to high five a whole bunch of people afterward.
Yeah, but you know what? I will say it worked. Didn't work for you, Nisa. You said this week. I took the photo. You can take it out.
I was like, did you take it already, dude?
Yeah, I did. But Nisa told me this week, whenever she's feeling down, she just pictures everyone with their finger up their nose. And yeah, every time I think of that one thought that he had us think about and talk about, I'm like, yeah, no, it's null and void at this point.
I really had a very hardcore reality check with myself. And not to really put things on blast, but the conversation that we had, you're like trying to ask me what my why is, or where did I get the feelings from? Well, digging into all these personal development books takes me to my past and how I was treated then.
Well, people put up walls around themselves and try to follow me. Okay, you have your first set of walls that keeps certain people away from you, right? But then you could set up another set of walls that even keeps yourself away from yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like you're infringing on your own benefits by trying to be happy because of shit that happened in your past or something that somebody said to you the day before that you had no control over. And it's like, why am I doing this to myself? Is it self-sabotage? Do I really deserve to be happy and all of that? And it's just like every time I think about really bad shit, and most especially when it's starting my own business or a group or whatever, I just think about everybody sticking their finger up their nose and doing this shit. And it's like it takes all of that fear away from me, and I'm really starting to develop even my headliner for my business like page, and I'm developing a thought for a challenge group. So I'm going to bust out on a Fearless Friday and open up my page.
Good. You should. And you know what? Part of getting that, you're right. There are walls built up, and a lot of times it's scary for people to go back and to go through those, but that's what's going to make you stronger in the end. And that's where the personal development comes in. And that's why it's so crucial for you to do your personal development every single day, because everybody's got stuff like that, right? And it comes up for all of us. And for me, it was huge. And the way that I got through that was by being healthy and eating right, by surrounding myself with positive people, and majorly by in totally engulfing myself in personal development with podcasts, YouTube, whatever it may be.
Exactly, the positive people thing, and how this really relates to things that I've been going through is I've been going through my list. If I am not communicating with anybody and nobody's even reaching out to me, fuck you, you're gone. Okay, if you're going to show all this negative shit on your page and it's like consistent negative shit, all these bad memes, fuck you, you're gone. I don't need it anymore. I want to progress and I want to have my business reflect me in a positive way. And if I ever open up my friends list, I want other people to see that I have positive friends. I don't want the negative shit no more.
Exactly. Yeah, well, just keep doing your thing, keep doing the personal development, and just you can unfollow people that are negative, and I recommend that all of you do that, because we are now agents of change, right? And it's up to us to kind of lead people in the right direction. And I heard something the other day on a podcast, and then I also heard it when I went and saw Jeff Hill with Corporate Speak. Right on my way there, I heard it on a podcast, and then he said the same thing, and it was that people want to be led. They want to be led. That's why you see people joining, different groups and things like that. They want to be led, and it's our job. You're all here because you're leaders, whether you like it or not. The universe puts you in my path, and you're here for a reason. So don't forget that. Definitely going to wrap it up right now, but I want you guys to just be super proud of yourselves for showing up. While other people are complaining to me that their teams are falling apart, I see ours coming together, and that's pretty freaking amazing and something that I absolutely love. And just keep doing your thing, guys. Keep going out there. Trust that people are watching you and that you are here for a reason to help maybe even just one person find the right path. Know that. So, all right. And I'm totally posting a photo of us all picking our nose. Just saying. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Keep doing your thing. Keep rocking your workouts and just rocking December. Don't forget to let people know that the 140 price point is not going to be much longer. So get out there and get people to take advantage of that while it still lasts.
I just got sorry for the interruption. Just the other day, just got the email notification that my Emerald certificate and my
woo! There you go. Yeah. There's a woohoo moment.
It was a woohoo moment. I was like,
yeah, that's awesome.
Recognition.
That's really awesome, Angie. Congrats.
Yeah,
thank you.
Girl.
Thank you.
All right.
I might actually have somebody else soon. So.
Oh, there you go. Your next up is Diamond. On the road to Diamond. All right, guys. I will talk to you guys soon. You have a good night. And talk to you soon.
Night, ladies.
Hey.
Thanks.